Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In this video, you will learn on how to use ActWell Budget for personal finance and budgeting. So the very first thing that we should do here is we just have to open any of our web browser. Then using the search bar at the top, we just have to type out ActWell Budget. So you'd be able to see this first website. So just click on this one. That's right. And right here, we just have to go here and then download. But for this video, I'm just going to show you the demo. Okay, so good thing about this website is we can actually use the demo. So as you can see right here, we have 150,000 pesos to budget. Okay, so right here at the top left, we have this different options. We have the budget, the report, the schedules, and more. So for all of the accounts, so we have this one right here. Okay, so this is our starting balance. And take note, this is just an example since we're just using the demo. So now this is the budget section, the reports, and then the schedules. Okay, so we have the pays, the rules, the tax, and the settings as well. Now going back here, as you can see, we have 150,000 pesos to budget. Okay, and then below we have the different categories, right? Okay, so we have the usual expenses. Okay, so we have the food, the general, the bills, and then the bills flexible. Okay, we also have the investments and savings and our income. Okay, so our income, we have here $150,000 for the starting balance. Now for the food, for example, okay, so if you want to rename this one, so you just have to click on it. So for example, we want to put here maybe around 10,000 pesos or 7,000. So after we put 7,000 right here, as you can see at the top, our total balance is 143,000. So now that is our total balance. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next section. So we have the general, so maybe I'm going to put here 10,000 pesos, and for the bills maybe around 10,000 pesos as well. Okay, so for the bills flexible, I'm just going to put here around 5,000 pesos. Okay, so now for our savings, let's say like every month we want to save for about 30,000 pesos. So it depends of how much you earn every month. Okay, so if you want to add a group, you just have to click on it. And as you can see right here, for the month of August, we have 88,000 pesos left. So for the month of September, we have to budget this what's left in our account. So we have 88,000 pesos. So what we are going to do now is to try to adjust the expenses on the following month. Okay, so for the usual expenses, we have 32,000 pesos in total, and for all of the total, we have 62,000 pesos. Okay, so that's for the month of August. Now for the month of September, since we only have 88,000 pesos left, we can now begin to adjust our budget based on the expenses from the previous month. Okay, so good thing about the ActWell Budget, we can actually select up to 4 months so we can compare our expenses. So for the month of September, we are going to lesser our expenses. Okay, so for example, on the food section, we only put 5,000 pesos, for the general 7,000 pesos, and for the bills 8,000 pesos, and for the bills flexible maybe 2,000 pesos for this one. And for the savings, of course, should be 30,000 pesos again. Okay, so for our savings, we have to consider that it should be consistent. Okay, now for the month of October, we only have 36,000 pesos left. Okay, so from the previous months, we have tracked all of our expenses, right? So when we go to the report section, we'll be able to see here our net worth, our cash flow, and our monthly spending. Okay, now if you want to add a new widget, you just have to click on the add new widget at the top. So we have here cash flow graph, net worth graph, and more. So if you want to add a cash flow graph, just click on it. We also have the spending analytics. Okay, so we have our monthly spending right here. Okay, so we also have the calendar card. So if you want to use this widget, you just have to click on it. Now for the schedules, as you can see right here, we can actually use the schedule section. So here you just have to put the schedule name, the pay, the account, then the amount. So in the ActWell budget, the schedule section for paying the bills provides a detailed breakdown of the total amount for utilities is computed. So for example, if the main budget is this amount for utilities for the whole year, so the schedule section will explain that this amount comes from a monthly expenses such as this amount. Okay, like for example, for electricity, for water, for internet. So these amounts, when multiplied by 12 months, give the total annual cost. So by presenting the details in this way, the schedule section makes it clear where the figures come from, ensures accuracy in computation, and allows anyone reviewing the budget to understand the specific costs involved in paying the bills. Now, this section is important because it supports transparency, so anyone reviewing the budget can see exactly how numbers were computed. Now, in the ActWell budget, the All Accounts section serves as a complete listing of every account or category where money is allocated or spent, along with the corresponding amount. So, it is essential the master list that summarizes all budget items, whether they are for operating expenses, projects, savings, or other purposes. Okay, so for example, it may include accounts such as salaries and wages, utilities, office supplies, maintenance, and transportation, each showing its total budget for the period. So this section is useful because it gives a quick overall view for the organization financial plan. Now, the pay section lists the specific individuals, companies, or organization to whom payments will be made. So instead of just showing expense categories or totals, this section identifies exactly where the money is going. So for example, under the utilities, it may list the electric company, the water district, and the internet service provider. Under supplies, it might include the name of particular vendors. This section is important because it improves transparency, helps track payment accurately, and makes it easier to verify transaction later. So using the ActWell budget for personal finance is one of the best ways to stay in control of your money. It helps you exactly where your income is going, can track your spending habits, and compare your real expenses with what you originally planned. So by keeping detailed sections like schedules for bills, a list of all accounts, and clear payees, you make your budget more organized and transparent. So that's it for this video. If you think this video helped you solve your concern, please subscribe, like this video, and leave your comment below. Bye.